Hello! This, I think, is episode 3, but it's going to be the first one I upload, I think. Fixed the camera, got a new microphone. The scuffed quality has gone down a little bit.
Yes.
So...
Plus, we're polished AF now.
Yes, you put on makeup. I moisturized. We're ready to go here. But let's tell the people, since
Wait,
it is...
we have our matching cups.
Yes, we do. Well, kind of matching. Close enough.
Cheers.
Cheers. So, since this might be the first one that goes out, the first one I'm going to promote. Hayley, what the hell is Hex and Hayley?
We are a show that talks about Overwatch.
All right, very specific, very on point there. Pretty much, Hayley doesn't know anything about Overwatch, wants to learn. I know a little bit. I've been around for, a little bit here and there. And so
I've been around for a little bit here and there, too. I just never paid attention to
you just have
anything.
not absorbed any information at all. It's almost like a diswillingness to learn, but
Yes.
you wanted to do this show, so obviously you have some
We
interest.
turned a corner.
Turn the corner. So what we've been doing the last couple weeks is just watching the cinematics, because
Yes.
they're really fun.
Yeah.
Next week, Hayley's going to play. That's the plan. Hayley's going to play Overwatch next week.
You guys, I might be a natural.
You might be. You can't be worse than me, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. But without further ado, let's get into it. I picked out 2 cinematics this week. One is going to be Bastion. Now tell the
Okay.
people what you know about Bastion.
Not anything.
Do you know what character he is? It's
Because you know what I'd have said was Soldier 76, but now I know it's not
no,
Soldier 76.
yeah, because we watched Soldier 76 last week or the week before or something like that.
Yeah.
So Bastion's a robot. Remember we talked about the Omnics?
Yep.
The Omnic Crisis?
Yes.
He's an Omnic. So he's been...
Do we feel like the Omnics are the good guys and then, like, Widowmaker is the bad guy?
Widowmaker's generally perceived as a bad guy, but we'll get
I
to that
like
later.
her.
Like maybe it's not her fault, mind control, kind of weird stuff happened
Love
there.
her.
Let's get into the Bastion one. This is usually the one that people love. This is like the most highly touted cinematic.
Okay.
People love it. It's very Pixar-y.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Here we go.
Here we go. This is the point in the show I always wonder if my audio is even on. It was. Oh, no, it's not. Let's kick it back a little bit.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, like, it wouldn't be our show if it wasn't scuffed a little bit. But here we go.
We're us.
For better or worse. So what'd you say this looked like? Land Before Time?
Okay. Yes, it looks like Beauty and the Beast, and it also looks like Fern Gully.
Oh, Fern Gully, that's right. Not Land Before Time.
Da-da-da. That's why it sounds like Beauty and the Beast.
So that bird's actually in the game. That's Bastion's little pet. This is the beginning of their beautiful relationship.
In Overwatch, one of them brings their pet.
Yep, it's a little bird.
Have I never seen that before? It's so cute.
You know what I love about stuff like this, and Pixar does it great, is things without voices and still getting emotion out of them. I'll send you a link to one. It's just like a cat and a dog, and there's never any voices in it. And it's just animated, and it's just wonderful. Like the amount of artistry that goes into. I know exactly what's going on here, and neither of them speak. Like Wall-E, right? It's like you know
Yeah.
exactly what's happening, and neither of them speak. I just find it amazing.
That is really cool. And it's just like, again, Blizzard just like does such a beautiful job with like
It's crazy
their
good.
storytelling.
Music's great as always.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, she's like a Groot.
It's so cute.
Oh my gosh.
So this is Bastion after he's been overgrown. He shut down. That's actually his skin in the game too. You can get a skin that's just all of him with a bunch of...
That would be me.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Why did he shut down?
Oh, I'm watching the same thing you are.
Oh.
I just hate when people do that.
Right. I'm like, no, I need to know now. Yeah, it's like the introduction of the character, and I'm like, wait, I missed something.
What? I need backstory for this backstory.
Yeah.
The amount of time it takes just to do like a single blade of grass is just astonishing.
Yeah, what art. Oh my gosh.
It's a beautiful shot. I feel like we should be talking, but I feel like I'm ruining it by
It's too
talking.
beautiful.
It's so good.
Yeah, just
Ooh.
like the rain.
It's got a little bird friend.
Bird's like, I'm the one who woke you up because I needed a bird bath. And so that's when they first meet.
Mm-hmm. So he's like a killing robot, but somewhere he shut down, right? So now he's just awoken, back in the world, and now he's learning.
From his bird. So he's like learning from a peaceful way.
Mm-hmm. Some of his voice lines, some of the beep boops are very much like bird calls. It's really cute.
That's such cool, like, character building.
Mm-hmm. Because how is he supposed to care about, like, a killing machine robot, right?
Yeah. Oh, and then that reminds him of gunshots, but he doesn't know why.
Yeah.
See how good I am at watching shows?
You're the best show watcher.
Really obvious things I get
I like how even, like, it all just gets darker, right? He didn't like that at all.
No. Oh. Oh.
What have I done?
He's like, where's my friend? Where's all the beauty?
And they show a little feather by the nest, too, so you don't know. Did he cap him? And these are like his marching orders, right? Get to this objective. You're a killing machine. I think that's Eichenwald in the background.
What is Eichenwald?
It's one of the maps.
I was about to admit that I like didn't know a city or a mountain range. It's like, I'm ready to be vulnerable.
I suppose I could have handled that alone. It's one of the maps, idiot.
I'm like, yes, one of the maps.
It might not be. I don't know. It kind of looks like Numbani? I don't know. Maybe
No,
it's nothing. Because the castle looked like Eichenwald.
I agree.
That city just looked like Numbani. But they're not. They're on different continents. This is so dark in its own way. Like,
Oh my
the
gosh.
horrors of war. This is my buddy. So that's his repair tool in the game. He heals himself.
So it's the flash. So he's a healer?
Heals himself.
With his flowers still on.
He's back.
It's like, I'll never abandon you, buddy. To rebuild! I
It's so good.
know. Yeah, you have to choose. Go into the forest. He does go back into the forest?
Well, they're not going to end it where he just goes on a killing rampage.
Well-
That's the director's cut. It comes out later.
It's like this the surprise alt ending. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Isn't it so good?
Yeah.
And there's no dialogue. It's nothing. Just
And it's
pure artistry.
so emotional, such a good story.
Yeah, if I was more human than I am, I definitely would be crying right now.
I don't really cry very well.
Yeah, it must be like a Midwestern thing.
You're like stoic old Wisconsinites.
Put your boots on. Go shovel the snow. Quit crying.
Don't be so indulgent.
Tears are for children.
Yeah.
Not even. What are you, 3 now? Rub some dirt on it.
I'm sorry. Do you not have any words?
So that's part 1 of us watching. I know there wasn't a lot of commentary on that one, but that's just because...
But I'm sorry, you guys. You know that you wanted to watch that in peace, and we knew too.
Yeah, that's
we know
just
our
beautiful.
audience.
So at our halfway moment here, we do something we've tried to do at least every week. Mm-hmm. The Wisconsin Minute.
Yes. The
Wisconsin Moment. Mm-hmm. I don't have anything prepared for this, so tell me just one of the most Wisconsin things that you still do that have stuck with you, even though you've left the great state of the North. Just as to give her time as well. We're both from Wisconsin.
Yes.
I met one of our producers this weekend from Wisconsin. There was actually a lot of Wisconsinites out working in the Overwatch League.
It's crazy.
It's a little nuts.
It's true. Well, I feel like there are so many things. I say oofta all the time.
Oofta is kind of an upper Northwest thing too, because ZP says oofta a lot.
He's from Minnesota?
Yeah, Minnesota.
Okay.
Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
Oofta.
Oh, I like soften every A, and sometimes A's are supposed to be hard, and then people will look at me and be like, why'd you say like it was really vague? And it's like, vague? I'm like, I don't know. I soften my A's.
One of the tests is always, how do you say bag?
Bag.
Yeah.
Because I just soften every A.
Yeah.
I also make popcorn for like everything.
Is that a Wisconsin thing? See, because I'm this weird like hybrid, right? Where my family's not from there. They didn't grow up there, right? I grew up more in Wisconsin than anyone else in my family. I'm the youngest of 4. We moved there when I was like in 2nd grade.
Oh my gosh.
So luckily I learned to speak by then, and my family's from everywhere, so we don't have a real regional specific dialect or like Texas, New Jersey. I was born in Oklahoma. We lived in Illinois. Then I lived in Wisconsin. So I pick up some of it.
That's so cool that you moved so much.
I guess I only moved from Illinois to Wisconsin, really. I was born in Oklahoma when I was like 1, so like, does that really count? But it's on my passport, born in Oklahoma City.
I love it.
But I don't have a lot of the phrases until I go back home and like I'm with my brother-in-laws are born and bred Wisconsin, right? So if we're sitting around watching sports all weekend, the goddamn Brewers just need a third pitcher, you know?
Those Brewers. Come on, guys. What are you doing?
But I think we had a Wisconsin moment last week, even off camera, and I'm like, oh man, I need a new coat. I'll get a flannel. And Haley goes, what? I'll get you a real flannel.
Oh, yeah.
A flannel from Farm and Fleet. Good old
no,
Fleet Farm.
I was like, I'll get you a flannel from, and then I like edited myself to make it more like LA focused, and I was like, from like a farm goods place, and he was like, you mean like Farm and Fleet? And I was
Farm
like,
and Fleet.
That's exactly what I was thinking,
right.
And then I switched it up, but
the
Farm
good old
and Fleet.
Fleet Farm.
Quick Trip.
Oh, there's a Quick Trip on every single corner. Okay,
it's
so
like 7-Eleven, but with a gas station.
No, I mean, okay, so the joke is always like Quick Trip's gonna buy the place across the street, and they're just gonna put another Quick Trip in. That was always the joke.
Yes.
It happened. It happened in Oconomowoc. Okay, that sounded very Wisconsin-y. But
it happened in Oconomowoc.
I lived in a place called Oconomowoc. It's kind of on the western side of Waukesha County, getting yourself towards Madison, Dodge County, Washington County.
Yeah.
Those areas. You know where the tornadoes always hit?
Oh, yeah.
For whatever reason, they never hit Waukesha County, but it's like, oh, Dodge is going to get wrecked. Dodge always gets hit by the worst shit.
It's so crazy.
Anyway, so it's like I lived in Oconomowoc for a little bit, and there was always a Quick Trip there. 24 hours a day, just busy. Yeah. All the time busy. Couldn't find a parking spot. They built one right across the street. And that one's busy 24/7 too. It's nuts. Like, I get it, man. Like, grab something to eat. They got food there. It's just everything. It's a one-stop shop.
They serve cheese curds.
Yes, they do.
And they serve, like, beer cheddar soup.
Yep. And, like, they have a fully stocked fridge of just whatever.
I'm sorry, fried cheese curds, obviously.
Well, yeah, obviously. Well, good cheese curds, you got to go to the farmer's market. Everyone knows that.
Well, yeah. You need fresh ones. But if you're, like, getting gas and you're like, I just wish I had some cheese curds, there you go.
I think that's why it's so popular. People stop on the way home. They're like, oh, I'm going to get gas. And it's like, oh, bananas for 10 cents a pound.
30 cents for... Yeah. I was just going to say for a half gallon of milk in a bag.
It's always milk and bananas. But then it's like they have a fully stocked fridge of, like, 40 different craft beers, of course, because it's Wisconsin. Then you get, like, a whole meat section. Like, you could do literally all your grocery shopping at the Quick Trip.
Yes. My parents...
And it's all fresh because it's all located in Wisconsin, right? So we get deliveries every day.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
My
Okay,
parents,
so-
when my brother was a freshman in college, they gave him a gas card for gas.
Yeah.
And he spent like $300 in 1 month at Quick Trip, and they're like, "How'd you spend $300 on gas?" And then they went through his receipts, and it was like beer, pizza, chips, and he'd like been like basically throwing parties for his friends. And so my little brother and I never got a gas card.
He ruined it for everybody.
Yeah.
But, I get it. Our previous broadcasts have other Wisconsin moments. We designed a Wisconsin Overwatch hero, which it got really dark really quick, but it's very on point of Wisconsin. So I think that's episode 1 or 2. I don't know. Check them all out.
Check it out. Wait, I'm going to go to the bathroom really fast.
Okay. We can, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to hit stop on this recording, and then I'll
Perfect.
piece them together. How's
Yay!
that? Or, no, wait, here's a pause button. And we're back!
Ta-da!
Yeah, the magic of video editing. Well, that was our Wisconsin Minute. It means we're about halfway through the episode here.
Yes.
But I have a special treat for you today. No new
What?
graphics this time, unfortunately.
I was like,
But your favorite hero is Widowmaker. Why, though?
I just think that she looks like a badass.
All right.
I just think she's like tall and serious, and she's like, yeah, she's a bad girl. And I'm like, good for you.
Yeah? Do you identify with her? You're tallish for a woman.
Yeah, tall for a girl. Yeah, I think probably she's just like the most like fashion-y chic. She looks like a
Yeah,
fashion sketch.
well-
I'm like, I like her.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we didn't even mention, in case you don't know, Haley's our wardrobe designer. We forgot to properly introduce you, so that makes sense.
That's a really big reason why we were saying that I've been like denying learning about Overwatch, is because I've been paying really close attention to what's been going on for 3 years now. And
Yeah. You're there literally more than I am.
I'm there all the time.
Yeah, so you're there every single day at the arena, and now you're there every single day for the desk, so the games are always going on.
Yeah.
You have no excuse.
No, and so at the end of the reason we like thought of this is at the end of last season, Hex is like focusing on a game that he's not casting, and a dragon came up on one of the maps, and I was
right.
like, why is the Shanghai dragon on the floor when Shanghai is not playing? And he seriously did that. He seriously like didn't say anything, but he was pretty mad.
I wasn't mad, I was just disappointed.
And
Just
I was like,
disappointed.
I should probably know that.
No, then we had a good idea. We're like, hey, let's just hang out and do Overwatch stuff.
Like,
And
we
we'll-
like hanging out.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
We're amazingly funny.
That's true. I don't think anyone would disagree. So here's the treat. Here's the Widowmaker shorts.
It's my girl.
We're going to take some time on this one because there's a lot of like lore and things we got to talk about,
very
but
cool.
it's also just a beautiful short, so let's get right into it.
I'd be her, or I'd be the serial killer from Wisconsin.
Well, you're already the serial killer from Wisconsin. This would be your alter ego.
Oh, yeah.
Such good dialogue in this, too.
When I was a girl, I had a fear of spiders.
Where's she from?
I would
Well, she's French. Just
realize that.
Yeah, is the French accent the sexiest accent on the planet? Like, Spanish can get up there, you know, like South American, like an angry Colombian woman, I'm all for.
I mean, let's do it.
Yeah, but like French, it works for men and women, and it just sounds like it's just butter. It's just so fluid.
It's so funny.
It sounds so
true.
effortless, right?
Well, it's almost like I'm so over the talking, like I can't even really like over enunciate.
I'm not even gonna put a lot of effort into
Yeah,
these
like
words.
I can't put a lot of effort in this.
Whereas the opposite is like German, where it sounds like really hard. Like, I feel like if you were speaking in German, especially as a non-native speaker, for over a minute, you would start sweating. I think there's a lot of effort that needs to be put into that
Oh
language.
my gosh, yes.
Whereas
Very
French,
guttural.
and it always makes me think of like Semler too, because he was French, right? And even like that kind of, even when he was speaking English, it was
just throw
just
it.
effortless, just kind of. Maybe I'm talking, maybe I'm not. Can you really?
Yeah,
I don't know.
exactly. Like I'm already on the next thing. If you're still in this conversation,
But yeah, she's French.
okay, great.
told they
That's
felt
me.
no emotion, that their hearts never beat. But I know the truth.
So this scene right here, this is like kind of post-Omnic crisis, where
Okay.
like Omnics have become sentient beings and they want rights, just like
Yes.
humans, and these are their human allies, and this is a protest.
Okay.
Or not a protest, or like a rally or something.
So she was on, or her parents were on the side.
We don't really know yet, but this is just where she is right now.
Okay.
I believe this is in London. I think it's King's Row is the map. I saw Big Ben in the background.
Okay.
And I think
know
of
that one.
Yeah, the there's going to be a robot that comes out to speak who's kind of like, I guess, the Gandhi or the leader of the robots. Maybe a Martin Luther King type figure, right? His name is Mandata. Right?
Okay.
So this is a rally for him.
Okay.
And Widowmaker's on the rooftop doing whatever. I don't know what's going to happen.
Wait a second. Is that it? What is that little like onion thing?
There's a name
That
for
looks
it that
familiar.
Pichamari or something.
Okay.
But it's in like a ton of different maps, and they sell plushies of it and stuff. I don't quite understand the
Say-
origin of it, but
Okay.
they sell a lot of clothes and things with it on there. It's cute.
Just because it looks familiar, so I was like, should I know what that
Yeah,
is?
it's there's probably people who give you a better answer than me.
No, I like that answer.
Yeah, it's not really for me. It's not catering towards me. I'm not gonna have a plushie on my bed of that.
Me
you know,
either.
so here comes Tracer.
And Tracer's a person, though.
Yes. I love that. I try to do that in air as often as possible. Like when the producers are in my ear and I can like recognize they're talking to me, I'm like, hold on, 1 second. It doesn't do anything for me because like I've over the ear cans, but I just find it so funny. I just love it. 1 second. Yeah. No, I'm getting told that we have another map coming up.
Wait, that's very funny. Oh, this just in from production.
So that's Mundana.
Oh, cool.
Very cool design, right?
Very beautiful. Like, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, the design is beautiful.
Human, machine, we are all one within the iris. Before me, I see the future. Humans and Omnics standing together. United by compassion. While common hopes and dreams.
Tracer's got a beat on something.
Tracer's so good. Is Widowmaker a machine?
No.
She's a person?
Yeah, her backstory is really weird. Like her skin turned blue from some mind control experiments, and like either the bad guys or the good guys ended up killing her husband. No, she ended up being brainwashed and killing her own husband. Like it's all explained in a different like side of lore somewhere. But I think it's one of the short stories maybe.
Okay.
But like yeah, if you really want to get into Overwatch lore, it would take you a solid week. Like there's just a ton of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I get fired from being a commentator, since I have a writing background, I'm just gonna write lore.
I love that.
It's not. Yeah, I can do it.
When you get
Might be
fired.
next week. Might be next week.
See, guys, isn't that me?
Yeah, that's. I saw you do that the other day. So this is very canon of like what she does in the game. She's a sniper, very far away from people,
Yeah.
trying to one-shot people. Can be really frustrating, but you know she's got low HP, so she can get to it. It's actually very meta-driven cinematic here because one of the best counters to a Widow is Tracer. Because she's
Oh.
fast and she can get there, right?
Okay.
She can cover the distance before Widow can shoot you.
Okay.
One of the better counters too is like having your own Widow that's just better. But if you don't have that,
Yeah.
you go to Tracer so you can get back to where Widow is and deal with her.
I think that was always the thing, too, is that I feel like if I was ever in battle, I would be a sniper, because I'd be like, I'm not running around.
Yeah, either they're gonna shoot me or I'm gonna shoot them, but I'm not into cardio.
I'm not gonna, like, sit and, like, be brutal
No.
to murder people.
Yeah, well, that's not brutal at all. She's got the shot. I also think that's so cool that her helmet is like spider eyes. Just like
So cool.
those details are just amazing.
Trying to crash another party, love?
That's me and Zoe fighting.
You guys don't fight. You drink margaritas on the beach.
If that's not the truest statement I ever heard.
Monarch is in danger! Shoot her on the roof! I repeat, shoot her on the roof!
This is a secure channel. No one's.
Monarch is in danger!
Dude, she just told you there's a shooter on the roof and your priority is like, this is a
Excuse
secure
me.
channel.
No.
No one invited you.
Respect your
Excuse me.
boundaries.
Come on. Oh, I don't like that haircut
Hey,
either.
you know what? He's really messing up.
Yeah, it's...
He's wearing, like, Oakleys that are maroon. Oakleys are cool, but those don't have a frame.
I completely disagree on your point about Oakleys. Oakleys are not cool. For me, whenever I meet a guy wearing Oakleys, especially, not these are alright, but like the wraparounds, mirrored kind of reflective
Like the
hologrammy
Wisconsin
ones.
ones?
Yep, you know exactly
I
what
know
I'm talking
exactly
about.
what you're
That is the
saying.
biggest red flag for a human being ever. And you
Yes.
see them on cops who take their jobs too seriously, and like hunters. That's about it.
And fishers.
Yes. Well, fishing's just hunting with water.
That's true. Water fishing. Water hunting.
But yeah, those wraparound
No.
mirrored, you know the ones I'm talking about.
Yes.
Like, that's red flag number one. I'm like, I know this guy's going to try to pick a fight with me at a gas station, is what that says to
Yes.
at a quick trip,
Probably,
most
yeah.
likely. Yeah.
At a quick, 100% at a quick trip.
If like we, you know, maybe we're jockeying for the same spot and I pulled in.
Wait a second. He's going to have a best buddy of Mountain Dew.
Yes. And there's probably a spitter in his truck as well.
100%.
Identify yourself immediately.
Tracer.
All rooftop teams, check and clear. Halo is leaving. I repeat, Halo is leaving. Sir, there's been a breach. We need to leave now. Chariot, this is Team 1. Halo is coming in hot. Over.
But couldn't he go backstage?
What?
They're like, he needs to leave. And then they take him through the crowd and they should have just taken him backstage.
Yeah, or with any sort of sense of urgency.
Yeah, they're like, can we go?
Hey, do you think about going? All right, you can hang out.
Here's the thing. Could I explain it? Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Here, put your head right here.
Huh?
See, I'm very graceful and agile like that.
Wall
Literally
hacks.
just walking? Literally.
Worst Secret Service ever.
Foolish girl.
You know who she kind of looked like in that close-up? Was Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot.
Oh, do you think she's attractive?
No. No, I think she's super beautiful.
She's
I
like an
love her.
11. It's ridiculous.
No, I know,
It's
I'm
almost to the
kidding.
point where it's like I can't even look at her. I'm like,
Exactly. I'm like, how?
yeah, it's just, it's like maddening. Like, because she's attractive in such her own unique, like, iconic,
Like, there's
graceful,
no beauty standard that decided she was beautiful. She looks
Yeah.
like an alien.
like a classic way kind of to like, I don't know, there's just, she's just perfectly, like in a lab somewhere. Because I think
Yes.
Scarlett Johansson is a very attractive woman, and I don't think
too.
you disagree, but she's like traditionally attractive, everything that you would expect out of an attractive woman, like beautiful hair, perfect face,
It's weird, like,
the figure is
Scarlett
perfect.
Johansson looks like her nose was handmade and her eyes and her lips, like everything was like handmade by itself and put together in such a way though. So it looks like they were all made individually, not like as one
Okay.
face. She looks like a lot of different people designed the different parts, but it all like, I think she looks weird, but so beautiful.
I think you may have just ruined her for me.
No, she's
Not because now it's all I'm
amazing.
gonna be able to see. But Gal Gadot is like another level.
Forget it. You look like you're a painting.
Yeah, it's like, oh, she's an 11 on scale of 10. I'm like, I don't know. She's like 100 on a scale of 10. It's just,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Yes.
It's unfair.
100%. And that's what I just looked like on screen.
Exactly. That's what you always look like.
What's that?
Love his dress though with all the Yeah. Get in the car.
That's what she was going for all along. They should have been in that car
She's
5
super
minutes ago, by the
talented.
way. They should have been in that car 5 minutes ago. These guys are terrible. To the extent where you kind of have to wonder, are they in on it? What's happening here?
Oh.
Oh, but that's some terrible,
I like
terrible
that.
security work.
I mean, they literally just had him stand outside of the car and then watch what was happening. They literally just made him be like, do you want to be an audience to this sniper?
Guys on his head says like, hold on, checking the baseball game.
Hold on. We kind of think the sniper looks interesting. We're just going to see what she does next.
1 second, Mandata. Ryan Braun is up. I gotta
Oh,
hear
wait, I
this.
didn't even use my real headset.
I don't think these guys are either. I don't think they even have headsets in. They're just
But I'm not impressed.
I'm not impressed either. No. Yeah. And yeah, sadly he goes down. But you know what? It kind of bothers me a little bit about the design of this is like he's the leader, right? Spiritual leader. I suppose it's true to life, but why is he like have all these gold parts and he's gilded? You know, as like the leader of a movement of a quasi even religious movement because he's like enter the iris. It's all like kind of this spiritual thing.
Yeah.
I don't like when spiritual leaders are adorned with material goods in the world.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think that there's some like I'm obsessed with cults and I'm obsessed with
all right.
And I like no more than that. I'm obsessed with like gurus, like people who like become mega wealthy based on like their spirituality.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts.
Like just playing on people's need to look up to somebody, and they're like, "You can look up to me. I'm a fucking idiot, but you can look up to me."
And they will. A lot of good documentaries and stuff. Yeah, everybody does look up to you. That's true. I think we just added another note for our Overwatch hero from Wisconsin. So to recap, he's from Appleton.
Yes.
His name is the Skin.
I wish he was from Oconomowoc. Now that I think about it. But he's from Appleton. We've made
He's from
our
Appleton.
choices.
Appleton's where they have haunted houses, so that was part of his thing. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's a guru. All of the people who work in his haunted houses are followers of his.
Yeah.
The name that we started on was Skin Taker, which I think is really good because he can take other people's abilities as one of his abilities, and he's an absolute lunatic, and people in Wisconsin have been known to take other people's skin. I think
That's all we're saying.
I think we just added a new lore note that he's a guru and a cult leader.
Yes.
This thing writes itself.
Seriously, I know we came up with that, but as you just told me back, I'm like...
Sounds good.
That's brilliant.
It sounds good. Probably couldn't be from Appleton because no one knows who that is, so it would have to probably be like Milwaukee.
You know what we could do? Manitowoc.
No one knows who Manitowoc is.
But it's from Making a Murderer, but it still sounds very Native American-y.
Well, it is. Everywhere in Wisconsin, Native American name. Except for New Berlin.
Except for Appleton.
Yes, Appleton. New Berlin.
I'm from Osseo.
Osseo.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah, I'm just from Waukesha.
Waukesha's good too.
Yeah. Waukesha, Pewaukee, Oconomowoc. That was my journey.
Yeah. Mine was Kenosha, Osseo. That was pretty much it.
Okay. Let's get back into this.
Oh, yeah. That's Ashley.
She's upset.
That's right. You failed.
Looks like the party is over.
It's so French. She doesn't even care what she just did.
Yeah, she's like...
Looks like the party's over.
She's like, I did that.
Why would you do this?
It's because I'm a bad girl.
Adieu, chérie. When I was a girl, I had a fear of
I love
spiders.
bookend narratives like that.
I was
Yeah,
told
me
they
too.
felt no emotion, that their hearts never beat.
It's true.
But I
See, and
know
I
the
hate spiders,
truth. At the moment of the kill, they are never more alive.
Chills.
Here's the thing I want to say.
Alright.
I hate spiders.
Who likes spiders?
I don't know.
The weirdos.
Creeps. There are
Yeah.
people who have spiders for pets.
I know, and I dislike it.
If I was like gonna date somebody and they're like, I have a tarantula, I'd be like, we have too much not common ground.
My brother used to keep like tarantulas and scorpions and shit. He just had like all these exotic pets. And he's like, yeah, that scorpion is like one of the deadliest in the world. I'm like, why would you have that? He's like, it's cool. I'm like, but if it gets out, you die.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? Is it worth it to have that? It is weird. And then
I'm just gonna have a chimpanzee and be like,
yeah. I think he got rid of most, if not all of them, when he started having kids, which...
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a little
That adds
sense.
up for me.
But I always just thought it was just weird to begin with. I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, you're a weirdo, but you're not that weird. I feel like you're trying to be weird now.
Or it's just like, was it like the 90s and early 2000s?
Yeah.
It's just like punk rock.
Yeah, I mean, he's always
just like, I like Scorpios.
he's like the reason I'm into metal and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So he's always kind of been that guy.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, he's that guy.
Yeah.
Right? Which luckily I didn't grow into that guy. I have shades of him, and I'm
that's
happy with it.
cool.
Yeah. But, yeah, I don't...
Scorpions.
No, well, I mean, honestly, I can't have even a houseplant without it dying, given my schedule for like the last 2 years. I want a dog so badly, but I can't. Like even a cat, I would feel really bad about. The only way I would get a cat is if it was like a 9-year-old rescue who didn't need people a lot.
Stop it. Wait a second. This is dumb, but I was actually looking online.
I'm not getting a cat.
Get this cat. Listen.
I knew exactly where this was going. I knew exactly where this was going.
Listen, it's 16. 16. It has like a year left. And listen to what happened. It's super cuddly and snuggly. And the owners moved out of state. And so they just submitted, they rendered, whatever the word is, surrendered.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Their 16-year-old cat, and it just wants to be cuddled.
I know, but here's the thing: is like I'm also not one of those.
Let's get Hex to adopt a cat. Let's get Hex to adopt a cat.
I'm not one of those people who would just like make the choice to let the cat die if they were like, hey, this surgery is going to cost $8,000, or it's 16, you could just let nature run its course. I'd be like, well, I'm going to take a loan out. Like I'm not.
I will now have a cat.
Yeah.
Wait, I once found a dog on the street in the middle of the night, and it was like all matted and gross, but it was this little dumb like Yorkie mix of some kind.
Okay.
And it was raining and it was nighttime and I just wrapped a set and I was like, I'm going to call that dog. And if it runs away, it runs away. And if it comes to me, then I'm going to like...
and it's mine forever.
I'm saving this dog. So I was like, hey, baby, come here. And it was like... And it just jumped into my car and laid into my arms and I'm like, you're muddy and filthy and now I have a dog. And I brought it home and I washed it and I cleaned out its ears and I took it to the vet and they were like, this dog has a heart condition and it's going to need like a lot of medicines and like surgery every couple of years. And I'm like,
I can't do it.
No, I was like, well, if that's what the dog needs,
yeah.
I was like, I have a dog now. And then like 2 days later, the owner like called the microchip. And I was like,
but you probably saved that dog's life that night at least.
It's true. And also I probably got it diagnosed with all its heart conditions. Because I don't think those owners were paying very close attention. But I found a dog in the middle of the night, and the next day I was like, well, I have a dog with a heart condition now.
And I have a heart condition for this dog.
Yeah, exactly. I'll show you a picture later. We'll post it on our Instagram.
Our gram. The hexagrams on the gram needs to put his work in a little bit more. We're working on it. I'm trying.
He's going to post a photo of me and my old dog that I had for one night.
Yeah.
And then it turned into a thing where I rescued it, and then after the owners called in, my friends all were like, you kidnapped that dog. I was like, yeah, I guess I did.
All right. Well, that is...
We hope you got what you came for.
That is not the way we're going to end the show. We gotta do something. We're not talking about sad dog rescues to end the show. Anyway, so this is pretty much what you can expect of the show. We've been pretty consistent for like the last month. We've been doing them weekly.
Yep.
They've not been uploaded yet because I wanted to get this better microphone. Hopefully it's a little bit better.
I wanted to put some makeup on.
Yeah, I wanted to move the camera over there so we're not always in and out of frame like we were a couple weeks.
We wanted to get 2 Blizzard cups.
Yes, we will upload the previous ones, the more scuffed ones. But I wanted one that I felt very... well, more than mediocre about.
You like this one was more than mediocre?
No, I think it was good. I think we got a couple good cinematics. We didn't talk too much. We got our Wisconsin Minute in. I feel like this is a representative sample of what people can come to expect. Next week, I think there's a couple things I want to do. We're going to sketch out what Skin Taker would look like from Appleton.
Are you good at drawing?
No, but we'll both do one, and we'll see how they look.
You know what we should do? We should ask Zoe to come, and then we'll do like a criminal explanation where we say what it looks like.
Yeah, like
and
a
then
police sketch. Yeah,
police sketch.
I don't know where we'll put Zoe. We'll hang her from the ceiling or something, but we'll make it work. We've adapted every week. We'll get another headphone splitter, get more microphones. But yeah, this is Hex and Hayley. We hang out, we talk about Overwatch, and then we have asides, kind of. And then next week, Hayley's going to play. I have like 5 accounts, so I'm just going to name one Hayley, and it can be yours from now on. And we'll see how that goes.
You guys, it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be something. I don't know if amazing is the right word. I'm looking forward to it. That'll be,
really
I don't know, we'll do it next week, Tuesday or Wednesday.
Is Widowmaker easy or hard to be?
Really hard. really, really hard.
Okay. Shit.
Well, no, I don't care. Hey, if you miss every shot, you miss all the shots you don't take.
Who I could. No, I need to be Widowmaker.
You'll be Widow, that's fine. Well, hey, maybe you just won't scope in. You'll just shoot with a regular spray gun.
Maybe I'll be a natural.
Maybe you will be. I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, this was Hex and Haley.
Yes.
And this is fun every week. We're going to be doing these every single week. Thank you guys for tuning in.
We love you.
We love you.
Goodbye.